because it's topics like this and songs like this that I really wish I did write my content, because it's music like this where I really will tend to ramble when I'm covering it. There's so many interesting dynamics and layers to Beamer Boy. It's really hard to just take like 5 or 6 minutes and describe the overwhelming impact this song had on Peep's career and millions of fans' lives. This is a very important song, and there's so many interesting and fascinating attributing factors that make this song probably one of Peep's most elite pieces of writing. There's so many just crazy things to detail and to really just expose about this song and what makes it so fucking important and what makes it so timeless. This is probably one of the most sing-along, catchy songs that really just grab you by your collar and really just get inside your head. Peep had a way of taking a trending theme and really embodying it and turning it into his own brand. When you hear Beamer Boy, you don't think of a sports vehicle. You think of Lil Peep. Even if you see the cover art for Beamer Boy, you don't think of a brand new BMW on a showroom floor. You think of Gus. He was very good at this. Just like choosing cover art, he was really good at just making things, incorporating them into his music and into the themes of his logo and his brand and his songwriting. And it's really genius when you can do stuff like that, and it really renders a timeless result that people can connect to and really can just place the image with the music. He was really good at doing everything like that, and so was Kurt Cobain. John Lennon was good at that too. I just think Peep did things that really put him in a class with an elite level of musicianship and a special, I really do think Peep has this special seat with a Hall of Fame section of the rafters where very important timeless musicians have a seat. I think Peep really got inducted and really got to sit at the table with all these guys. And that's one really cool thing to look at now that he's passed away. It's little thoughts like that that you can have of your own that make it easier to deal with the fact that he's not here. Songs like Beamer Boy will be here forever. And it also shows you that Peep came in 2015 already writing at a genius level, already recording songs with an expert level of songwriting. Now, this project was released in January 2016, so we have to realize that he was writing this in 2015. So the fact that he was this young and writing content this heavy and just showing how much beauty was in his penmanship is just crazy. And it's also projects like California Girls EP that show you it's so hard to try to pick a singular producer when you're judging who was the best for Peep and who brought the best out of him, because every producer had their own level and matter of importance to Gus's writing. So at the end of the day, there is no best producer, because one day you could say Fishneck, one day you could say Smokeasac, and one day you could listen to a song like Beamer Boy and just say Nedarb. I think everybody was the best for him, and everybody brought out an individual, singular, perfect part of Peep. So he wouldn't have got the same result if he just was sticking with one producer. This is what's so beautiful about his short career, is that he was able to do so much at an overwhelming rate. The fact that he got to meet all these guys and make music with them and create this timeless catalog with each of these 8 producers he worked with, it's really crazy. If you look on paper, the amount of time he had to make all this music and the amount of guys he made it with, it's mind-blowing. I think Peep got really lucky. And I just think if the final moments of his life didn't happen and take place the way they did, it almost makes me want to cry, because I just think he would have been so fucking huge, and I think he would have been so big, and it really just crushes me how this whole deal ended up and how everything closed out. And it really just breaks my heart how the chapter of this book ended, because it shouldn't have ended like that. And I really think people need to be held accountable. I think Makonnen needs to be held accountable, and I don't give a fuck who doesn't agree with that. I don't care. You can write, talk shit, say whatever you want in the comments. Fuck Makonnen, and fuck that girl Mariah who fucking brought that shit too. And you guys can stick up for her too. I don't give a fuck. This dude is dead, so it doesn't really matter who you stick up for and if you're gonna defend these two. This kid's not coming back. He's gone over some bullshit that shouldn't have happened. Now I need to get back to the song. I'm sorry if I just got emotional, and I'm gonna keep this in here because I don't give a fuck. I am emotional because I love this dude, and his music means so much to my life. How could I not get emotional when I'm talking about it? Now, the track list for California Girls EP is California World, featuring Craig Zen, Pray I Die, Beat It, Beamer Boy, Let Me Bleed, and Little Kennedy. Now, when you hear a track list like that, it's really hard to say this is not a greatest hits album, and it's a mixtape. This is the kind of collection of songs you could put out when an artist dies to sell as a greatest hits package. Peep, every mixtape this kid put out was like that. You know, how many times have I made a video and I've said the track list looks like I'm staring at a greatest hits album? It's fucking amazing. I don't understand why Complex and Hot 97 and major media platforms aren't covering this kid. It breaks my heart. This kid should be being covered by all the huge fucking platforms out there. He should be getting at least once a week being talked about. No one talks about this kid. DJ Academics, Diamonds Live News, these are the biggest bloggers for this kind of genre and style and theme of content. And no one covers this dude, so it really breaks my heart. And I'm not saying nobody does, but I just wish people would spread more awareness of his legacy. It's not about clout. It's not about fucking Hot 97. Ebro did a piece on Peep when he died because it was trending. The first word out of his mouth was trending in hip-hop. Are you fucking kidding me? But it's songs like this that will last forever. And it's songs like this that really just grab you by your collar and slap you across the face and get inside your head, and you become a lifelong fan forever. And this is why people like Cuff Boys made blogs about songs like this and could not express enough how beautiful they were. At least bloggers like him really tried to jam this song down the throats of an audience so they can realize too how fucking beautiful and perfect this dude's songwriting was. I'm sorry if I'm emotional in this one, but it just breaks my heart that he's not being covered by more people. Beamer Boy is fucking amazing.